Welcome back, guys. Another episode of Talkmen Tuesday. Sora and Angel back at it again. Sora,
Angel,
how are you?
I'm doing great. You know what I think we should do right now?
What should we do?
We should roll that intro.
Boom, let's do it.
It's Tuesday, Talkmen Tuesday. Everybody's looking forward to the podcast, yeah. Tuesday, Talkmen Tuesday. Everybody's looking forward to the podcast, yeah.
Sora,
Angel,
guess
I kind of
what's
stole your
happening?
thunder on that. I apologize. You always say roll it. I got greedy.
You're good. Guess what's happening tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night, there is a big Pokemon Go raid, and you're going to be a part of it. Is that right?
No, it's not.
Oh, I'm like, no way.
That's a good guess, though. That's a good guess. I think one time I was out and about, and my cousin asked, or something. My cousin and my sister were talking. And they're like, "Wonder where's Angel at?" And my cousin was like, "He's probably playing Pokemon Go." I'm like, "Yeah, I was playing Pokemon Go."
I take offense to that, but you're not wrong.
Okay, why that simple? Yeah. I wouldn't do anything else outside. But tomorrow, Purdue will be playing at Mackey Arena as the number 1 ranked team in basketball, college basketball.
Woo!
Can you believe it?
I cannot.
We've been number 1 for 2 weeks. 2 weeks!
It's the longest streak in Purdue history of being number 1. We broke our previous record of 1 week.
Like one day.
We are, I don't think, you might have been the one that told me this. Maybe I heard it from somebody else. But Purdue is now the first Big Ten school to be ranked number 1 in two consecutive years. So I feel like that's wild. The fact that that's never happened to a Big Ten school before in 2 years, been number 1. But hey, we did it.
How in the world?
Yeah.
Big Ten school. And then what, UCLA wants to come into the Big Ten division? What's up with their division?
I don't know. What is up with, what are they the Pac-10?
I think so. Pac-12?
Pac-12, is that what it is?
Is that a different one?
No, I think that would be the same one, I just think.
Okay. And then Big Ten, but they're really 12, and now like they're going to be 14 teams.
Yeah, I mean, it's so silly. Like, we're going to have to, because there's already a Big 12 conference. Let's see how many people are in the Big 12 conference. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's only 10 people, 3, 6, 9. No, there's 12 people in the Big, oh wait, that's the Pac-12 again. All 3, 6, 9. There's 10 people in the Big 12. But in the Big Ten, we've got 3, 6, 7, 3, 14.
Yeah.
What is happening?
Because two of them, I think from the Big 12 went to the Big Ten. And now, what, another team wants to go to the Big Ten? UCLA? Is it one California University?
Yeah, it's either UCLA or USC. It's one of those, I'm pretty sure.
They got like this whole UC system.
Yeah.
I don't get it. But yeah. So Big Ten is where it's at. Everybody wants to be part of the Big Ten.
And we're just letting anybody in. Like,
Yeah.
sure.
Come on in.
It just doesn't make sense to me. Like, I feel like if they bring one person in, they have to wait to be able to bring 2 people in just to keep it an even number, because the Big Ten is so packed now that they split it up into like divisions within the Big Ten. And so
We got divisions in the Big Ten?
yeah, it's like the Big Ten East and West.
Whoa. I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
For football. I'm not sure if it's for everything, but it's just like, come on. We don't need more people.
14.
No offense. Love everybody, but stay out.
California, leave.
Yeah. It's just silly to me. I mean, I'm sure that there's like money involved with it or something, or like just the recognition. Because like I could see if a little school wants to join like a different conference for like the competition aspect, maybe. Who knows if that's kind of the motive, but I'm sure there's money behind the scenes that's happening.
I'm not sure if I'm biased, but like in the news, all I hear is the Big Ten. But I'm not sure it's because when college sports come on, that's the only people I actually listen to. If it's not the Big Ten, I ignore it.
Well, I'd be curious too if it's just because of the area that you're in too. And like,
Ooh,
we are located in an area that like a lot of people branch out to Big Ten specifically, whether it is like U of I, Northwestern, and then obviously like the Purdue's, the Indiana's, like the Wisconsin. So like I feel like we're in a very hub for it. I'm sure if like you go out west, it's like probably more Pac-12 out there just because of the location of it. But
Very
that would be
smart.
my guess.
the marketing side, we're not getting marketed Pac-12 because we're probably going to ignore it anyways.
Yeah. Unless like something big happens with them, they probably don't focus too much on it.
Makes sense. Yeah. Oh, and then Drew Brees is now an assistant coach for Purdue football.
Yeah. Interim
Dude.
assistant coach. Did
Like,
you
I feel like-
know that like our team isn't playing essentially in the bowl game? Like a lot of our starters opted out of the bowl game just to like prepare for the NFL draft. And so it's like we're gonna get our butt handed to us. Like it's not gonna be close.
Really?
Yeah. Like Aiden O'Connell, the quarterback, he's not playing in it just because he doesn't want to hurt his draft stock by getting hurt or something. Which I get, I understand, but at the same time, it's like, where's your commitment type of thing?
I didn't know we had a lot of draft people in it. Wait,
well,
give me 1 second
yeah.
real quick. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. But I Googled who the players were that are opting out of it. So our starting quarterback, our star wide receiver, Charlie Jones, and then like our star tight end, Payne Durham. Like the main offensive people that like we use are opting out of it, which again makes sense because they all three had like solid years, and so you don't want to get hurt and then like not get drafted because you had like a terrible injury or something like that. But just like that stinks as a fan. Now we're gonna have to just watch us get rolled over by LSU.
LSU. So we got what? How many players you said are going to the NFL draft?
Well, so I guess 3 of them are opting out or have decided not to play in the bowl game so that they can focus on training for the NFL draft. So,
Once again, I'm not sure it's because like Purdue's doing really good, or because I just look at the news for Purdue. But like we're doing great at sports.
yeah, we're having a pretty solid sports here.
And then I think also when like either is it Sports Center or one of like the big Instagram accounts when they post something with Purdue, I'm like, oh, Purdue's getting recognition. It's like when Drew Brees, he's a coach. Interim coach, assistant coach. You're like, whoa.
And some people are like, I wonder if he's going to coach full time. Like, he's definitely just doing it to help out this school. I doubt he's going to coach full time because he's an NFL analyst still, I'm pretty sure. Like, commentating on different NFL games. Or at least he was. But he has nothing to prove as a coach. So.
Well, he's tasting it. Ooh, we're gonna see
Yeah.
if he likes it or not.
That's true. I can honestly see, though, it's kind of one of those things, like, nothing, I guess, that's a lie. There's more negatives, I feel like, that could happen to his reputation if he becomes a coach and he doesn't do well than, like, the positives that could come out of it. Like,
Right.
I don't know if that upside's there to, like, fully commit to that.
What if he just wants to do it?
Yeah, exactly. Because it's a no-harm situation. Like, everybody knows, hey, I'm stepping in here to help coach the bowl game for just these couple of weeks leading up to it, and then kind of see what happens from there. So it's
He likes it and stays with like the new coach.
I could see him being like continuing on as like maybe the quarterback coach or something. I mean, there's no harm to that, but definitely not like a head coach.
Yeah, looking at football, what would just happen? Never mind. Wrong one. I didn't realize how much like, tactical things go into football until people start explaining it to you. I'm like, wow. I thought it was just a bunch of dudes carrying a ball.
Yeah, there's a whole crazy strategy behind it.
I like there's like one of those clips that go viral that like it might have been Drew Brees or a famous quarterback, but he was reading up on like the defense, right? Like bringing up like their tactics and what they do to try to like figure them out. And so what one of the defenders did, I don't know what you call them, like guards, the defense guys.
Yeah.
One of the safeties. He was a safety. There we go. So he did what he would regularly do because he knew the quarterback would like get his sign or like tail, like what he's gonna do, and then he last minute tricked them and then did something else because he knew Drew Brees would have like researched him and like knew all his tails, and so he just did something completely different and like right on cue he intercepted the ball. It's like what?
Interesting.
Like, that's the first time somebody has like tried to get into my mind to know what they think I was thinking and then do the reverse, like last minute.
Interesting.
It's kind of like that clip with Jay Morant. He saw a little hunt and then just jumps back and gets the ball. Like, what? How do you make it look so good?
Mm-hmm. I mean, and that's just people watching a ton of film over and over and over again and kind of knowing, again, the little nuances that people do, the little, I guess, like thoughtless things that go into it, like, oh, before I throw the ball really far, I maybe like move my hand a certain way, so that's what they know. But I know that there was a lot of things with like running backs, a way that a running back would stand behind the quarterback. Like if they were leaning forward, it showed that like they were gonna be like running the ball because they're gonna be putting the momentum forward. If they were more so on their heels, they weren't running the ball and they're gonna be blocking, and so it was a pass play. And so then there was this big push behind like teaching running backs to stay even no matter what and not give like little things like that away. I mean, there's science. I mean, that's why people make big money just watching film over and over and over.
Oh my goodness! And I saw somebody mention one receiver. He said he would jump up after the huddle, and that's it was like a passing play because he was excited he was going to get the ball. Yeah. Like what?
Like, hey man, calm down. Like you're giving it away too much by being that excited. Inside you can jump. Outside walk.
Passing and running. You don't jump. Or do the same thing each time. God. What are Sawyer's Christmas plans?
So this past weekend we went over to Candace's family's house, and so we drove down to southern Indiana for that, which was perfect driving weather. Like if we had to travel far this weekend, again, just with the weather that's supposed to be coming through, it wouldn't be as enjoyable of a car ride. There'd probably be questions.
Hold on.
I know. But so we went there, and so now this weekend it's going to be with my parents, and so we're still figuring out like what specifics are, but probably go to church on Christmas. We were going to go Christmas Eve, but my sister wasn't going to be there, so we're going on Christmas, open up presents, things like that, have some sort of nicer dinner at my parents' place, and then come home. So it's not going to be anything too crazy, but some family time. What about you? Do you have any big plans, or is it going to be more of just a low-key one with the fam?
Basically like a low-key one with the fam. Family, Christmas Eve, get together at grandma's house, and then wait until midnight, and then at midnight give like your Christmas hug. I'm not sure we have a Secret Santa exchange or not. I think I usually get notified like a week before.
Okay.
But if we don't, then it's all good. We did one small one.
You're cutting it kind of close.
Yeah, I think we would have been notified by now.
Yeah.
I think they tried to do one in the past. Like, the uncle tried to get everybody together. He's like, why is nobody answering me through this text message? Does this mean nobody wants to do... He's like, does this mean nobody wants to do a gift exchange? I'm trying to get the family together here. Like, everybody's just busy.
Yeah.
Don't take it personal. We'll just get together. We'll just talk about it. And then, yeah, that uncle stopped trying to organize everything.
Yeah. I mean, I can imagine after the hiccup happens and nobody answers, it's like, okay, fine. I take the hint.
I think he tried to do it twice. And it just didn't work out. I guess our family does not do good with a general question in a group message.
Yeah.
Nobody answers.
Yeah.
I figured if we're going to take charge, we might have to call everybody up and be like, what are you bringing to make a list, and then do that. But that takes a lot of work. People got jobs to do.
People have jobs. I like that.
People have jobs. This has been good. All right, sorry.
Angel.
Let's see. Would you rather be a genius and know everything?
Time out. Sorry. I just have to say you were more right on the World Cup. Our predictions from last week. I said France was going to win 2-1. You said Argentina was going to win. I think you said 4-2. So you were more right. I have to admit when I'm wrong, I was wrong. It was close, but you were right.
Yeah. I had a CrossFit friend who also, he was like 2-2. They were going to PKs. And he was like close too, because he was like going into extra time. They were 2-2.
He was really close.
Dude, it was one of those games where, like, if that's your first soccer game you see, it's like you do not want to see any other soccer game.
No. I mean, you can't get much better than that.
The nerves. Oh, my goodness. It's like 2-0. They were good. They were feeling it. All of a sudden, 2 minutes later, 2-2. What?
Yep. And then you score, you're ahead, there's not much time left, you're going to do it. Then they score again. It's like, what is happening? I think it's crazy that Mbappe, and on my prediction too, I'm like, Mbappe and Messi aren't going to score. Like, Mbappe had a freaking hat trick. He's the only one that scored. Given 2 of them were penalty kicks still. But, I mean, again, he's the only one that scored for him. But it was just one of those games that it was back and forth. And I thought so hard that it was going to be one of those things that the commentators were jinxing it. They're like, and Messi's got to be feeling good. It's not finished yet. And then when it's tied, it's like, oh no, this is just one of those things where it's going to be the what if. Like, what if they didn't let up that first goal? And then, so I'm happy. I'm happy it turned out the way that it did, even though I predicted France to win. Just watching the celebrations.
Oh. Even 3-2, they were still confident. It's like, okay, just like cool off. Like, waste some time. It's like, oh, they come back at it. Like, what?
And then at the end, too, of, I guess, overtime.
Extra time?
Extra time, yeah. So when Mbappe, he was making a run inside the box, like right before PKs, and like it looked like he was going to be going for it, but then somebody did a standing slide and like got the ball out of him, and then the ref blew it for like the whole thing to be done and move into PKs. But he was so mad. Like Mbappe was like, ugh. But he's only 19.
His birthday's actually today. He turned 24 today.
Oh
so
my
he already has a World Cup. Like he already won the World Cup when he was 20.
That's
19,
wild.
19. I think, yeah, it would have been 19 because it was during the summer. So, won the World Cup at 19. In the running for Ballon d'Oro at 24, 23. And it's like, that's, yeah.
Yeah.
So they think he might, like, take over.
Yeah. I mean, there has to be a new, and then isn't there I think it's Icelandic guy?
Haaland?
Yeah. Isn't he going to be like a
He's
potential
a great
superstar?
He's a great goal scorer. His dad was also like a pro soccer player. Mm-hmm. So, and he scores a lot too. And he's like 18, 19. So they think like the new Messi, Ronaldo is going to be Haaland and Mbappe.
Yeah.
And right now it's just like they're very young, so like addictions or injuries can like hurt both of them. So, I guess if they keep going the way they're going, yeah, they're gonna be really great superstars.
Yeah, but now Messi truly has no reason to try to go for another World Cup. Like, that's gonna be his last one. He's gonna end on top.
He did say he's gonna keep playing with the Argentinian team as World Cup champions. So he's like, he's not officially retiring. It's like, there's some hints. They're like, will he make it all the way? Because he did just say some hints, like, due to age, this might be my last run at it. And it's like, but now that he won it, he's like, I'm still going to keep playing national-wise as world champions.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
I mean, he has nothing more to prove in his entire career. And that's something that he can hang on his, like, trophy shelf that Ronaldo won't be able to in his career. And that's probably got to be such a good feeling. And that's something that Ronaldo is probably just like, you're freaking kidding me. He was probably hard rooting for France just being a competitor.
Oh, man. Somebody asked Ronaldo, is like, what would you do if Portugal won the World Cup? He's like, retire. After that, that's like, it's too good, but I like, if he scored or whatnot for like the winning goal, and it's like, I would just retire after that.
Yeah.
But it's too good. It's too good. Oh, man.
Yeah, that's one of those things, like, what can you possibly think is going to peak that moment? Probably nothing. But, I mean, again, it's one of those things that both of them have done so much in their careers. Like, it's all good.
Yeah, when you see both of their stats compared to other players, you don't realize how good they are until like, you see those stats. You're like, what?
Yeah.
They're like in a whole nother atmosphere.
Mm-hmm. And did you see the parade that they went through? They had to have a helicopter come in to take the players out because the bus couldn't move because there were too many people around. Like, my goodness.
4 million people.
That's wild.
They're like,
and the comment that I heard on the news, they were like, and usually when parades are happening, we overinflate the words or the numbers of people, but there were literally over 3 million people that were at that parade. It's just like, oh my God. Imagine being in that crowd. Like, you're not moving, you're just there.
The size of Croatia, they're saying. The number of people there. That's another thing.
Crazy.
I don't know why.
It's like if the U.S. won, there would be like a couple of people in the streets.
Oh man. Oh man. Hey, next year, New Zealand with Australia. I wonder how many people are gonna get like back up to that, because the hype for soccer is somewhat gaining popularity in the United States.
Yeah.
I think those pictures of like all the teams that didn't win it, even Argentina's teams, like all those photos, like everybody, those parades, are just insane.
Yeah.
So slowly but surely,
Mm-hmm.
I think Americans are like, wow, it's actually very popular outside the United States. Yes,
it is. It's a big deal.
Even fourth Morocco, they were cheering them up. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I kind of saw that coming. Morocco not finishing in third. It was what was the final score for that game? Was it 1-0, 2-0, 2-1? I don't think they scored.
Let me see. 2-1.
But I mean, for a team that wasn't supposed to get out of the group stage, if I'm not wrong, to get fourth, not too shabby.
Oh, Sam, they had early goals too. Croatia at the minute 7.
Oh, 7. Mm.
And then Morocco, minute 9. That's always funny. He's like, no goals.
I love that.
All of a sudden there's a goal. All of a sudden there's another goal.
Because it's like, one team gets a little bit more relaxed and the other team feels the pressure, so then they push it. It's just like, guys, just play defense. I mean, from a non-participating bystander, like, just stop him.
Kind of remind me of like when you showed me hockey, and you're like, yeah, like it might not be too many goals. All of a sudden it's like 4-3. Like, this usually doesn't happen.
That's one of my favorite moments. I'm like, yeah, it's usually like 3-1, maybe. I know it's a crazy game, and there was like 8 or 9 goals that got scored. I'm like, I am so sorry.
Why do you not think hockey is like bigger than it is? I think hockey I don't think it's as big as it should be. I feel like it's so cool to watch.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think maybe a piece of it could just be that it's too similar rule-wise, maybe, to soccer, that people don't get the offsides or like the icing, things like that. It could be that. Or it could just be, too, that like it's more Canadian than American. That could be a piece of it, too. But I'm not too sure because I feel like it's definitely gaining popularity, but like out of like the big sports like football, baseball, basketball, and hockey, it's definitely like the least popular out of the big four.
Mm-hmm.
I would say football's probably the most. It probably goes football, basketball, baseball, hockey. I would assume.
Basketball's getting up there too. It's like they're doing a good job with like the organization and just like branding themselves really nicely. You go into different countries. I love it when they go to different countries.
I love the Euro leagues. That's just so interesting to me because it's like, like I don't even know what Luka's ethnicity is. Do you know what Luka Doncic's ethnicity is?
I just know he played in Spain.
Or nationality, not ethnicity. Luka.
Slovenian.
Yeah, so it's like he plays for the Slovakian team, and it's just like, who else is on that team? Nobody, but it's just Luka being an absolute stud, and then you realize like how good he is when he's playing around. I mean, people that are much better than me, but more like average-ish basketball players, and he's just like, woohoo, like dunking it and all that stuff, and people just can't keep up. And it's just like, okay, that's what a superstar is. But yeah, I love every once in a while stumbling across like a Euro League basketball game just because, one, it's just fun to watch people that you have no idea who they are, but like the crowds are getting into it and stuff. But
23 years old, Luka Doncic.
Is that wild? I mean,
top of the world.
Yeah. I mean, he is a A-list celebrity in Dallas, and I would say a lot of the United States, but like specifically Dallas, just because that's where he plays.
Ooh, Gary was talking about the hockey league, and he said they made a deal with like some big cable networks that they couldn't use their like little clips or whatnot to advertise it. Like they had to pay for that. And ever since that like deal that they made, yes, it was more money in the short term, but in the long term, it declined the popularity of hockey. Just like either short term and long term. It's like,
yeah, I mean, even if you look on YouTube, there are some channels that are specific for like top 10 plays. Whenever there is like a hockey play, they have to gray out the screen, and they're like, for copyright purposes, we aren't allowed to watch this or to show this. And so, yeah, I mean, I think like a lot of visibility is just taken away from it, which is not what you want. Sure, it keeps it all in-house, but if you want it to keep on growing, like, you're not going to be really reaching a bigger audience.
hockey is so cool.
Yeah, and I mean, with the Blackhawks, when they first, I guess I should say when they first, but for the longest time, they didn't allow any, like, TV reporters or like anybody to video the games. And so in order to watch a Blackhawks game, you had to actually go to the Blackhawks stadium.
Dang.
And then after they got rid of that, I'm not sure if it was like an owner or something like that who made that decision. But then after they got rid of that and they started airing the show, like the games on TV and stuff, just the popularity boomed just because like people could actually witness what the heck was happening.
Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
When I saw like so close to soccer, I'm like, wait, why haven't I heard of this game before? Never like heard about it. Never interested in me until like I actually watched the game. I'm like, what? You actually do this? Like, okay, offside, okay, I understand this. And then like when they take out the goalkeeper and another player, and I'm like, whoa, they're going all in. That's
they
so
need to
risky.
Slow down.
Like, what if they like do a counterattack? They're screwed. Oh man.
But those are always fun when they do like take their goalie out, and then somebody just like lobs the puck to the other end, and then it goes in. Just because it's like there's nobody that's stopping it. Like that thing's just going until it either misses or goes in. Like there's sometimes like a goalie will score just because they'll do that, and it's just like highlights. Woo.
Another thing that I would think that would help boost popularity in the United States for now switching to soccer, the commentaries, the people comment. Because if you see the difference between like English commentary and Spanish, like sometimes I listen to it in English, I didn't know if the game ended or not, or like if there was a goal.
Yeah, but if you watch it in Spanish, goal, it just goes on for 3 minutes.
And then, like the English one, they just made like one little like slight comment of like, yeah, it's a goal, and like, what? What? It's like one of the pivotal moments of a game, like a goal, just like, and he scores and then moves on. Like what? And then I realized one game didn't end until like it stopped saying anything, and I'm like, wait, did the game stop? It's like, yeah, it ended. Like, what? Like I need some like enthusiasm, like some action.
Gotta give me something to work with.
Pretend you're excited about the game.
I could fall asleep watching like Americans commentate on soccer. It's just they don't seem like they're into it whatsoever, which again doesn't help with the attraction piece. But
it's like the famous Argentinian commentary, so of the famous goal. It's like his passion with it. It's like that makes people who've never seen it and just like want some more of it.
Yeah,
it's contagious.
Yep, 100%. Oh, soccer, or football.
Soccer. It's football. It's soccer. I got a soccer team. See, you said soccer. I did not say soccer.
Did you see a Pulisic? When he scored, he had on his shirt, "It's called soccer."
Really? I did not see that. Like definitely American. Like in America, it's called soccer, but everywhere else it's called football.
Yeah.
The confidence of an American, definitely they could change the word football to soccer worldwide.
When you're the minority and you're trying to change literally everybody else, just like how everybody else is on the metric unit or metric system, and we're like, no, we're gonna do inches and feet. Like, okay.
Oh, man. I wonder, having the World Cup in the United States, is there like any effect going to be like? Is the United States going to influence like it's called soccer? Football? No, soccer.
Soccer.
We have different football. Like American football. I think that's the other thing. Like in Spanish, we usually call football American football, so we know the difference. So like it's American football. Like, okay. Okay. Sora, would you rather be a genius and know everything, or be amazing at any activity you tried?
What if I'm both already?
I'm a genius, I know everything.
But no, back to the actual question. Be a genius or be awesome at everything?
Right,
I feel like I'd rather be a genius.
And know everything.
And know everything. I feel like you could get a lot of business opportunities through that. But then again, too, if like I always go back and forth on these because I feel like it's just like, do you want to work for it or like just have things happen naturally to you? Like if you're just naturally good at everything, then go on American Idol, become a singer, and then make millions of dollars and all that stuff. But no, I think I'm going to be a genius.
Know everything.
Know everything. Me versus Elon.
I'm going to go with the amazing at any activity you tried. I just want to try new things and be like, oh, I'm good at this. Oh, I'm good at that.
Look at me! Another one!
I don't know why this question reminded me of like my sister and I had like an argument and whatnot. And I think I beat her, or like I got her to like a point where she got upset. And she was like, "You think you know everything, don't you?" And it's like, "Oh," and then she goes on this liner that I always like bug her about it. But she says, "Only I know everything," and then there's like a slight pause because she has to think about it. And she's like, "And God." And like, did you just really just say that word? Like, well, I had to think about God, I had to include him in it, but like, we just put yourself on the same level. So I always bug her about that one. She's upset. Okay. Would you rather end world hunger or stop crime all over the United States?
World
hunger.
End world hunger.
Stop crime all over the United States. You said end world hunger.
I feel like it just has a bigger connection. Like, because it's not like end all crime. And I feel like if you can feed a lot of people, because a lot of crime might be happening because people are hungry and need to provide. And two, nobody likes being hungry. And so I think it would just have a bigger reach by solving world hunger.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm going with that too. Because, like, stop crime all over the United States. And it's like, yeah.
I feel like that would be great and everything, but, like, there's still crime in the rest of the world.
Ooh. Would you rather go into the past and meet your ancestors, or go into the future and meet your great-great-grandchildren? Ooh. Great-great-grandchildren.
I feel like I'd rather go to the future and meet my great-great-grandchildren. Just to see if I messed anybody up enough. Are we still there? Because what if I choose that and then I don't have great-great-grandchildren that come out and it's just like, sorry, Sawyer, the line ends. And it's just like, oh, okay. That's right.
You need to make more kids now. One possibility.
But I feel like if I went to the past and met my ancestors, a lot of them were farmers. I don't really know what I'm talking about. Like, hey guys, what's up? Yeah. But I feel like you could get more info from, like, the future.
Like, so eating chicken or beef today?
Yeah.
So what are you cooking up?
Are we plowing the fields, or how are the cattle doing?
I would go, I don't know, my mind just goes straight to ancestors. Let's see. I'm like, do we have any relationship with the Mayans?
You could just do, what's that? 26 and Me? What's that thing? What is that? 26?
And that's another thing. What happened to the Mayans? I'm gonna Google this now.
23 and Me. Sorry. You could just do that to see if you have Mayan descent.
It says overpopulation, environmental degradation, warfare, shifting trade routes, and extended drought, collapse. That's why they abandoned their cities. What? A social revolution, famine, foreign invasions, wars, overpopulation. What does that mean?
They just got a lot of bad things happen to them at once.
Boom. God.
And that was 60 Seconds Quick with Sawyer. Oversimplification with Sawyer.
What happened to the mind?
Lots of bad stuff. Just don't ask details. I mean, you don't want to go into it.
Ooh. Would you rather experience the world beginning or ending?
Ooh. So I'm gonna talk this one out. Okay. If you experience the world beginning, there's nothing there. And so it's going to be like ultimate survival mode.
Huh.
But like, again, so how long could you theoretically last with nothing? Or like the end of the world, the absolute panic that's going to be going through everybody. Not to say that you're not going to be panicked at the beginning of the world, but it's not like you have to do anything. You just have to watch that meteor come down, and then that's it.
Is it a meteor, or is it people didn't make enough babies?
Yeah. Or is it warfare? Underpopulation. Whatever happened with the Mayans?
I still can't grasp my mind over underpopulation. How is that the biggest threat to civilization?
Maybe too many guys, and then guys couldn't reproduce. I wonder if were the Mayans one of those cultures that, because I know like the Spartans were, where like if there was a baby that wasn't quote unquote perfect, they would like throw him off a cliff.
I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, this is just me talking a lot about something that I know nothing about.
So they say they never entirely disappeared. Their descendants still live across Central America. And we do have some people who speak dialect who come to the store too. We have one guy who like speaks dialect himself. He would speak dialect. I don't understand dialect, but yeah.
Hey, neither do I. I'd be like, yes, sir.
Like, huh. Ooh, this is interesting. I think it's interesting. I don't know. Would you rather work more hours a day but have longer weekends, or work few hours a day with more work days?
So either work longer days but fewer days, or work fewer hours but more days. I feel like this is a topic that's going on right now with a lot of places, because there's some places that are trying to do a 4-day work week and like increase it by a couple of hours, and like they're showing that like productivity goes up actually, because there's people like they have longer time off.
Like do the whole day shift instead of like 8 hours something. Do the 12 hours. That was an interesting aspect of it. It's like, I like the part where like you don't have to change shifts, so like you can't blame the morning shift or the day shift. It's like, you've been here all day, sir.
Yeah, that's on you.
I would wait till they do it. It's like, they're not coming, nobody's coming.
You're alone. Oh gosh. I think I would rather work longer hours, but fewer days.
Longer weekends.
Yeah.
Then work few hours a day with more work days. Yeah. Yeah, I would do the same. Work more hours a day, but have longer weekends. Fewer work
I feel
hours.
like it would be just better relaxing time on your own.
Yeah, because if I would work few hours a day with more work days, I'd probably be thinking of like, when like, you're like, okay, I get out at 4, I get out at 3, and then all of a sudden that last hour is like forever. Like, why does it feel like it's forever when it's like, when I do all day, it's like nothing. What? Oh, I might have done these already. Would you rather? Wait, this might be the question. I'll let you decide. Oh my god, shoot. Okay, sorry. Would you rather live by Hakuna Matata or YOLO? Hakuna Matata.
Yeah, let's do that. That's a good question. One second, I'm going to sneeze. No, I'm not. Hakuna Matata. It means no worries for the rest of your days. It's a problem-free philosophy. Hakuna Matata. I think I'd rather do Hakuna Matata rather than YOLO. Just like go with the flow, kind of chill, rather than like gotta do something crazy. Go, yeah, woo.
You only live once, or no worries. So this guy, I saw a clip of. He looked really young for his age, and he's like, "You want to know a secret?" He's like, "No stress. Makes you live longer.
Yeah.
Makes you look younger." I'm like, huh. And at the
That
end of the
does
day,
not surprise me.
I like how another person put it. It's like nothing really matters.
Well, that's depressing. But
in a positive, like you think it's a big deal. Like nothing really matters. It's like, like family. That's it. You're good.
it's like the that book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving an F. Like, it's true. Like sometimes we build things up in our heads, and it doesn't matter. Like it's much crazier than we think it is.
Boom. So we both decide on Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase. Hakuna Matata.
So I googled it and I said it roughly translates to "there are no troubles." And I'm like, that's not how I remember it.
Yeah, now I'm gonna have to watch The Lion King.
They'll be like, you're right. Like, no worries. It means no worries.
Means no worries for the rest of your days. But no, that can be our question of the day then. And so let us know if you guys are like us and want to do a Hakuna Matata, or if you are more so of the YOLO variety. And we can, again, address any of your guys's, I guess, answers and reasons why next week. And as always, if you have anything that you want us to talk about, let us know. We're more than happy to highlight anything that you guys, again, want to get our professional opinions on. This week is actually brought to us by the country of Argentina. They wanted us to just mention the World Cup again in their championship team that just came out of the tournament. So congratulations again to them. And thank you, Argentina, as a country, for being such a great beacon of listeners and light for us. But if you guys, again, have anything that you want us to talk about, let us know, or any tips, tricks, feedback, let us know as well. We are always looking to improve for your listening pleasure. But we thank you all for taking the time out of your weeks to listen to us. But we will talk with you guys more next week. But in the meantime, stay safe. Tell somebody you love them, give somebody a hug, and we will talk with you guys more after the holidays. So happy holidays from Talkmen Tuesday to your family. But we will talk with you guys more next week.
Thank you guys.
Peace.